chasers. I'm going to talk to him in a second. There he is. That's Road Dogg. I'm going to talk to him in a second. I'm going to try this beam on you. How about a Road Dogg? How about a Road Dogg calling DXland, DXland? This is Foxman362 up at Rockwood, waving back on the serial beam out here about 22 feet off the ground. Hope you can hear me out there tonight. You're smoking at 30 pounds. I'm only 22 feet on the ground, running a Cobra 139 from the 70s. Silver Eagle 200 this hour with a Turner +2. You're sounding good. I've been making contacts to Hawaii Islands yesterday. I just talked to California a couple minutes ago. The skip just faded out, but you're blowing smoke up in Rockwood, Tennessee. Just want to let you know.
Rockwood, Tennessee. Sounding good. Hold on.
I'm pointing about 170 degrees south right now on you right now. I hear you loud and clear, but you're blowing smoke.
I was actually pointing over there to the east. Closer to you, right about there. I'll be looking at you. Man, you're sneaking over about 19 now. About 19 air shipments right there about it.
You must be on sideband. I heard you on AM. You were muffled, but now I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I was just playing one of these little radios. Well, that dropped to 40 and swayed back at that 19. Margin on a 19 there about it.
Can you hear me? Foxman362 over in Rockwood, Tennessee, waving. I'm on sideband right now. I hear you guys on sideband. You were off frequency, but I hope you can hear me out here up in on this beam antenna.
Yeah, guys, I'm getting this. Appreciate you, brother.
They sound like off frequency. Now I can hear you, Road Dogg. I just had to turn my clarifier on you. Now you sounding good.
Well, maybe I'm going to reach up here and turn this damn thing back down a little bit. Let me reach up here and turn it on the low side. Let's see here. Hang on a minute here, and I'm going to turn it back a little bit more, because it's doing a little more heat than what it should be right now.
Now I can hear you loud and clear, Road Dogg. This is Foxman362 up in Rockwood. You're blowing 30 pounds. I had too much voice lock on you on the clarifier. That's why you were so muffled up. Now I can hear you loud and clear.
Well, I don't hear this clarifier just a little bit, so I just know this out a little bit. Appreciate that.
I want to ask you a question out there. How many pounds I'm reading you down here where you're at? I'm on the 4-element beam, serial SY27, about 22 feet off the ground with the Cobra 139 this hour, but doing 100 whiskeys out here, but you're blowing pretty loud out here. Hey, what's up, Flash? Who's that out there talking to Foxman? Is that Coup Hunter or Flash? I hear him way out there. Guy, who's calling Foxman362 in Rockwood? You're in about 9 pounds up here right now.
Yeah, you right now. I'm looking for ways to turn it back just a little bit.
Is that my mic too loud?
Yeah, it's Foxman. Yeah, I might be putting it a little bit different. Swing and it. I want to drop the swing right there.
Sounding much better. I can hear you now.
Yeah, boy, you can hear me now. I dropped it. I turn around Rockwood.
Go ahead, this is Foxman362 up in Rockwood, Tennessee. I'm on the 4-element beam about 22 feet off the ground. You have to understand, it took me 5 months to get this thing together. About 2 weeks ago, I just got this antenna raised up.
Hey, Flycatcher, can you hear us on radio?
Well, I hear you all guys, and you're coming in really loud out here. I got you guys on video to show this video out to my UDX guys. I've been making contacts to Hawaii since yesterday on this on channel 37 and 38, and I've been in California and in Jamaica, but mostly I'm getting a lot of good Hawaiian stations on the west coast of the United States. They can actually hear me at least 9 to 10 pounds out there on this beam.
Hey, you were talking about that. It's been a while since I heard you too. I'm hearing Foxman up that way. I think he said he's on the beam there. He said video out there the other day. Pretty sure that's who's talking in there. I'm sure some of the few more up that way.
You guys are pecking my meters at 30 pounds. Yeah, you guys are at 170 right now on my beam, but I hear you all in there. I'm on the Cobra 139 from the 70s 40 channel system and running a Silver Eagle 200 at 100 watts with a Turner Plus 2. Yeah, I know Bobcat probably you're down in Sweetwater, Tennessee. You're about 40 miles away from here, between 60. Yeah, it's coming in pretty good at 30 pounds up here. Hey Bobcat, you're blowing 30 pounds, you come in loud and clear. Did you know I won that purple amp a couple of weeks ago on a contest, a 2-pill? I haven't tried it out yet, but I got a good deal on that. But yeah, Bobcat, you're coming in really loud and clear at 30 pounds. You're smoking them on receipt. I'm being 20 at 170 right now. Can you hear me pretty good? So how many pounds in and down to Spring City, Tennessee, down there where you're at?
Oh, you got me laid up in here in the red, man. With the good 9.4, sir. Shoot, I don't know what you running. I'm just running 20 watts, but I got my beam facing up your way there. See if I can bring you on in. I can hear you on that all directional, but I was hoping I can get up that way a lot better right there, Foxman.
Let me try to point to 180 toward you, okay? Hold on a second. I'm on 170 right now.
Now, you're very close right there, because you got some pretty good decibels down this way right there, man. I'm sitting straight, little here north off the north on my end, which that's all right, and go up towards Rockwood, east off the double B up there towards Harriman. I would be pretty close to it, but man, I tell you, that beam sounding good coming down this way for a homemade there.
I'm pointing at 190 degrees south right now. Is it much better?
Come on back a little bit, that shit. I'm just too quick on the jaws.
180, how about right there?
Oh yeah, that's different jump there. I believe you hit right right on it, man. You get that little bit of swing from that 7 to the 9 no more. You're coming out on one of that good stiff needle, so I'd say it's just about as strong as she's going to get coming down this way, Portland, Georgia.
I'm at 180 south right now. You're blowing pretty loud at 30 pounds. You're really coming really loud out here. And is it better on the pound meter? I was hitting 9 pounds. It's getting a little bit better on it right now.
Oh yeah, well I got a 60 dB needle. I mean, you break that 9 pound, man, you better put some power up in that thing, cause shoot, it's hard to break that 9 pound on a 60 dB needle unless you local or something, but shoot, you do a real good job. I think it's the best I've ever got to talk to you there, Foxman.
Yeah, I mean, you're sounding like 30 to 40 pounds out here. I'm on a 100 watts on a Silver Eagle with a 200. With one of those Cobra 139s from the 70s with a Turner Plus 2. I'm only 22 feet off the ground on this thing, but you're sounding good out there because at least this beam is actually working good, and I'm running a tuner on this thing right now.
Hey, I think it looks real good down here on my needle. I mean, shoot, we're 200 and we're compared to Elkwood. We got some pretty good hills and stuff to climb down there towards Wattsbar. I'm about 5 miles out off 68 in between Spring City and Wattsbar, but you're doing a fine job coming out of Rockwood, and I know it's a good 40, 45, 50 mile trip.
Yeah, I know where that is. That's way down there, yeah. And mostly I've been hitting contacts to Hawaiian Islands with this beam antenna. For the last few days, I hit about 5 times way out there, and a lot of Californians and West Coast have been hearing me very quite well, even Utah. Some of my videos on YouTube I just uploaded during today and yesterday you should be able to see.
Yeah, well, it's good to talk to you on it. It's good to make that trip, man. I know you sit there and you put some hard work into it, and I think I remember when you first started that there and everything. I just don't think we make the contact like we did tonight, that's for sure. And man, I tell you what though, Fox, man, it's a pleasure, because that thing's doing a real good job. I got my flat side laid back up towards your way, so I'm going to say you're on your flats, you know. That, like I said, it looks like a rebuilt Mako 4L, you know, just the flat side. Whenever I seen that video there the other day, and I thought maybe me and
That's Bobcat.
This way each other. Well, when I heard you know that all direction, hello, Foxman. Yeah, I'm barely getting a glimpse, and I started switching my antenna selector there, facing up your way, and I was drawing you in there pretty good, so I think I'm sitting pretty good, and you done dialed me in, you got me moved up there from my 30, you're 30, and shit, it's just hard to move this 9 on the 60 dB needle. But Foxman, you're doing a fine job, man. Sure, good to speak to the smokes on each other, because I know you've been a long ways coming, and you're doing a fine job, I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm waiting to you guys out there. Yeah, mostly it took a lot of hard work. Now I just have to get the beam grounded when I get time. But I'm trying to go with the Alpha Delta or something like that. But it's pretty good. But the only thing I learned about this beam from a guy called Jungle Joe on YouTube, UDX-362. He has a 3-element just like mine. Mine's the 4-element serial SY27, which you get it from Copper Electronics. I bought it from a year ago. It's one of the big antennas they have from Serial.
Right, Roger, yeah. I think you heard the builder a while ago. That's where I started catching him. When he was here, the builder over there, if he's still in there, he's got some flat side. He can point up that way and see how much it helps him and the difference in an all directional and the flat sides.
Now, I didn't build this antenna. I just actually got this one bought from last Christmas from Copper Electronics. It was like almost $300 for this beam antenna. And I did all that spray paint. I put barbecue paint on the antenna, and mostly I painted all black. But mostly all the masses you seen, they were bought all from Lowe's in my local area. And the one with Tractor Supply and the special the co-op in this area, that's where it all came from when I built this mast. The only problem I had was the weight. That's what I did. That's why I had to lower it to 22 feet on this thing. It's about 5 foot in the mast in the pole right now, which it keeps the weight elevated. That's what it was. When the first time I raised it up, I was trying to go for these 30 feet, almost 40, but it didn't happen. That's why I went 22 feet on this thing, because the weight.
Yeah, mine's all made out of aluminum. It's got a 20-foot boom, and it's got the 7 elements, you know. But yeah, the weight really ain't bad. It's all made out of PVC pipe and stuff, you know. So that gamma you got off that second one's the main one thing that's running it.
But sure, this has to work through all them elements. I noticed that it seemed to be working real good down this way. It's the best I've ever heard you since I pointed it that way. We've got line blue. Most time we point it different ways, so it's hard to hear each other just seeing videos.
Yeah, and the only way I did all this pull, I took a lot of months doing it since July. It took 5 months. Then I built them thing. And it all came from Lowe's. Usually you go to aisle 11 in Lowe's. That's where you find the pipes. It's plumber's pipe I use. That's what it is. It's the same one that go on my Mako B5000 when I put it a while back. And the most hardest part I did was mostly the concrete. It has like 2-foot concrete inside on the main mast, and the one with the boat winch, it has at least 3 foot of concrete on that side too. Maybe you guys could learn some of my antenna masts, how to build it. Maybe you guys could learn how to build your beam this way. Give me some ideas out there. And it also has Kevlar type rope on it. That's why I put it on that thing. It has like 1,800 pounds on it for each one of them, and that's why it's holding on there pretty quite well.
And I don't know. It's a brand new radio here, and we're still trying to figure it out. Wait! Don't read through it. I hear you breaking. I got it off.
They can be 16 to 40 miles away, guys. They're like that.
Hello up there, Foxman. If you can hear me on this broke down radio, old builder trying.
Go ahead, old Rover. We hear you got 30 pounds, loud and clear. It's Foxman362. You're sounding good up here tonight.
That probably caused the echo down a little bit there. Yeah.
I'm sure Rooster's going to hear me out here soon.
Well, you got the echo down a little bit. That does sound a little better. How about it up there, Foxman, around Rockwood there? 0816 trying.
Go ahead, 0816 out there. You're blowing 30 pounds. It's Foxman362 out here. I'm pointing 180 south right now.
You sounding good down here around Sweetwater, Tennessee, Foxman, no doubt. Just one way land deep over the
Yeah, Sweetwater's a good 40 miles away. It's putting out about 30 pounds. It's the serial SY27. At least it's getting out with 100 watts. Alright, old builder, I just want to tell you, I'm running an old Cobra 139 from the 70s. It's a 40 channel system. It's a big black radio, and I'm running a Turner Plus 2 microphone. The amplifier only paid 25 bucks for it, and the Turner Plus 2, and I won an amplifier on 390's Wagon Master. It's a custom built one. It's an HC type, 2-pill type amplifier I got.
I copy that, I did, no doubt there. It's definitely a good sounding radio there, no doubt there, Foxman. So have a good night up there, and I'll get out of the way there, and catch you later there. Take care.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to let you know how good this beam is. And I've been making contacts to Hawaiian Islands for the last 2 days. I've been getting really good contacts on this thing on channel 37 and 38 on sideband, but they've been booming here for the last few days.
Well, I got on the right frequency. And if it wasn't like it should right there, I guess I just cracked this stuff in the softer version. A lot of people like want batteries over it. So, and they put on these radios, reverse one strikers. They had a conversation with Foxman.
Who's talking to Foxman362 up here? I'm out here. There's a lot of guys walking over you, Bobcat. I hear you out there loud and clear.
No, no doubt about it. There's a bunch of them down this lane. They run a lot of power, and boys ain't no joke, that's for sure. Hey, Foxman, good put them man
All right, you guys have a good night out there. Thanks for letting me check this radio in. Maybe we'll do it sometime. Maybe Rooster when he comes back out again. But Foxman362, we're standing by out here for a couple of minutes.
Foxman, you stand by, ain't no doubt about it, but you sound good. Come in there anytime.
We made a contact the Bobcat, guys. He's 16 miles away from me.
It's traffic on 5 goes and he's a little over my head there.
So I'm going to kill this video, guys. That's the Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers on 26. That's why I put this video out here for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're going to stop this right now, guys. So it was good talking to these guys. That was Bobcat. They're talking about me out there. Now they're on channel 26. I'm going to turn this down for a minute. They're very loud because Bobcat says that he can hear me. He says it looks like a Mako V4, but I'm going to put that video out there to the UDX Club guys out there and my dudes out there. I wanted to get a hold of these guys on the beam, but they told me it sounds good. And there was a guy at least 60 to 40 miles away to Sweetwater, Tennessee. It's making that trip locally at night. That's the Cobra doing it like you guys know what it is. So I just want to put that out there with the Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers, and our UDX guys can see them. But maybe JT can talk to him sometime. But for Bobcat, that's JT needs to go meet up Bobcat down in Spring City, do a radio show with him, and maybe we could talk to me down there. That'd be quite good. That'd be a good old radio night show to go to Bobcat's house. I don't know. He's on the group there. You're on that group too. Maybe you can get a hold of him later on. But if you're gonna do an old radio night show, let me know you're gonna do one later on with Bobcat. That'd be cool. Maybe you get him on Steam Yard or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you could talk to him that way. But he's the closest guy that has a CB radio in my area. He's a big strapper, but I'm not a big strapper. You guys know that. So this is UDX-362 from Tennessee. Have a good night. And we'll just put that video out there for the Channel 26 Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers. That's the rooster in Tennessee you guys heard about. They're the only guys that are close to me. And they have CB radio events they go to in their area in Tennessee. But most, I wish they have them in my area here. Like in my town, all those areas. I wish they could do one in that area. They'd be quite nice. So maybe they'll do some kind of skip shootout. But that would be quite cool. But I'm just telling you, I still do the UDX Club. But these are Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers. They're kind of different than compared to where we're at. But these guys are good, man. They were pretty nice about they actually very happy about the beam was doing good, because a lot of people don't have beams in my area. Maybe a few people do. It's very hard to, because people are not, they mostly have dipoles in my area, mostly base stations. That's what they have here. And most of those guys are living out in the middle of the country out there with beam antennas. It's like what they do, all that. So yeah, maybe we'll do it on channel 24 with Rooster and we could talk pretty good out there. But we got to have this beam test out more. But it's doing good for local talk. It's not bad. It's probably a little bit better than the Mako E5000, but the Mako E5000 does get out. But that's the antenna I can shoot around, all the skip around. But the beam is like, I love it so much. I like the beam a lot, and I like the Mako E5000. But I love my beam more than anything in the world right now, even than my Mako V5000. But I love the beam a lot because it's my favorite. And I've been loving it ever since I tried it. We might have to do some more radios on that, but it'd be quite cool. I'm going to shout out to all you UDX guys out there, 390 Wagmaster. Shout out to the Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers. Shout out to Bobcat. Shout out to all the names on my list here I can show you here. These are the guys that are mostly on that list of Smoky Mountain Skip Chasers. Most of these guys only do videos on Facebook. That's what they do. You might not see them on YouTube, I know. They do that a lot. And these are all the guys here. And Road Dog, that guy goes on for hours. And these are some of my local guys area here. Especially channel 12's my area they have. So that's usually those guys. And I wrote down a lot of them here. These are our local channel 12 dudes here. And Tar Baby and all those guys. But these guys are just mostly basic redneck guys. They've been growing their life in Tennessee. They live in this area. They're grown here. And they're related to this area. And Rooster's the one that did a lot of the C radios for his stuff, because they probably know a lot more better about these mountains than I do, the skip zones. But that'd be quite cool. But at least we had a great contact with them locally with the beam on this thing with a Cobra 130. It's not bad. And these guys have old school radios and some have new ones. And mostly have a lot of big boxes and small, or some are not. It just depends what they do. But Rooster's the good guy, cool guy out there, and he does trades. This guy's pretty cool. But if you guys want to learn about repairing CB radios in here, that's why these guys need to open up some CB repair shops in this area, and maybe they can learn how to do it. But mostly a lot of people do cell phones and technology, but they got to throw some old school tech out there. Who knows? But these guys have been around for years, what it sounds like to me. So I'm going to wave you guys out there. This is a video for the Smoky on Skip Chase and our UDX CB Radio Club. They can check it out. And I just talked to Bobcat. That guy is pretty far away, but he has a beam antenna too, just like mine. But mine's a little bit different than theirs. But he thinks it's the Mako 4, the way it looks like a copycat. There's a lot of things that do that, because you guys know that the serial is more like an Italian-made antenna. That's why I went for the better quality, because the hex screws, which they have a little better, and I sealed them up, or what I did with the heat shrink wrap, and I did all that thing. He's been watching the videos for a while. So this was a great show tonight. So on the way to the guys on channel 26. If you guys want to check out channel 26, if you're over AM, especially for Popcorn 9113 wants to make contacts to those guys out there, especially Cornbread and UDX 21 over in South Carolina, you can make a contact to those guys on 26 when you get some time. If Old Radio Night gets kind of crazy, you know him for JT, maybe he can go down to 26 and talk to Smoky Mouse Skip Chaser. Maybe he'll get a skip contact. I think the chances from South Carolina would be quite good for those guys. For South Carolina to Tennessee, I think you'll get them on Old Radio Night. It'd be quite cool. So I'll catch y'all later. And I just want to put that video out there to see how this local beam, my local areas, trying out like short skip between 60 to 70 miles, and maybe between 16 to 20 miles. And that was pretty good contact for a little box like that. So this is UDX-362 from East Tennessee. 79 smoke screen to y'all out there. And catch y'all later. And don't forget the Uncle Freddy man out here too. And I'll catch y'all later. We'll bring out more videos sometime soon.